It's your boy Kinetic615 back for the next episode in this Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. We are in year 5, 2029, week 13, the game in Ann Arbor this year. We're currently ranked number 4 at 11-0, hosting the 7-4 Ohio State Buckeyes for the biggest rivalry in sports, period. Real quick, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, let me know what you think of the video. Again, this is a slow sim dynasty, meaning we are not playing the games. We are not masking being bad at the rest of the game because we can jump in and overpower the EA CPU coding. We are focusing on setting the correct scheme, recruiting the correct types of players to the scheme and developing them within the scheme, setting the aggressiveness, setting the playbooks, setting the depth chart, the formation subs, the auto subs, all of that stuff, and then seeing if we can actually build a dynasty. So far, we've won one championship in year 3, 2027. Year 4, we got bounced in the semifinals, so we were not able to repeat back-to-back. This year, we're making a run for it again. Now, this year's interesting because we are a very top-heavy team, but with not a whole lot of depth. If we were to suffer a couple injuries on the team, we would get very thin. We've only got 75 players on the roster. But, for example, you see here Paul Hicks, torn pectoral, is out for the season. It's not a whole lot we can do here. Not a whole lot we can do here. You know, we just gotta hope that we have the depth to cover it. Speaking of which, let's look at our depth chart. So, and I'm gonna go through and do. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do some upgrades. Let's go ahead and do some mid-season upgrades. All right. So David Chosen, our starting quarterback. Let's give him mobile resistance. Let's give him a point on accuracy. Let's see, can we give anything here to Carrion? And again, you'll notice if you pay attention to the roster, we don't have a lot of depth. Only 75 players on the roster. Dakota Francis, can we give him some new ability? Shifty or downhill? Let's give him shifty. And then we got Steve Hayes, who's actually our RB1. We'll give him an upgrade at shifty. And then we'll give him an upgrade in hands. Let's see, Kevin Trout. Can he get an upgrade here? Dante Ahmad, our number 1 receiver, our slot receiver. Matt Combs. Probably losing him after the season, so what would be the best right now? I'm going to go with Cutter. Larry Mock, can he upgrade anything? Can upgrade blocking, or we could upgrade route running and hands. Let's go blocking and then route running. Vinny Van Buren, can he upgrade anything? Let's give him give him balanced silver. Giovanni Wolf. Alright, we'll increase his elusiveness. Alright, Dwayne Nestor. Let's upgrade his PA shield. Mario Nunez. Let's increase his play action shield. Yeah, see, very top heavy. A lot of guys going to get drafted this year. It's going to decimate our roster even more, but that's usually how it goes for me, is that when that first year hits us really hard, and then it's a 2-year rebuild. Where like this year our roster's thin in depth, but it has a lot of top heavy players. And then we're going to get a lot of guys drafted this next season as well, but our depth will start to come back. And then we'll have a killer team the year after next. Make sure we have every advantage possible to defeat our hated rivals, the Ohio State Buckeyes from that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. Point in upgrading him since he's out for the season. Colin Callaway, he's been lights out for us this season. John Brown has been incredible for us as well. Platinum quick jump. Otis Beck is approaching the end of his college career. Easily the best kicker I've ever had on any team in this game. Alright, let's take a look at our recruiting board. Alright, so far to this point, the commitments that we've gotten: 4-star safety Jose Guardado, 4-star athlete projected as a running back Marvin Roseboom, 4-star running back Garrison Raven, 4-star offensive lineman Greg Coffey, 5-star linebacker Logan Hasselbeck, 5-star linebacker Stephen Abiamiri, 4-star edge rusher Curtis Moffitt, 5-star corner Jeremy DeVal, 4-star corner Jimmy Ricci, 4-star offensive lineman Clay Batonio, 5-star offensive lineman Dwight Gage, 5-star safety Derek Wayne, 5-star linebacker Alex Doris, 4-star offensive lineman Nathan Cager, 5-star linebacker Levi Hebb, 4-star wide receiver Deion Tobin, 4-star athlete projected as a tight end Marquise Lake, 4-star defensive tackle Trent Devin, 4-star edge rusher Teddy German, 4-star safety Keyshawn Kinoy, 4-star defensive tackle Jamie Charbonnet, 4-star running back Lee Ozugwu, 4-star wide receiver DeAndre Merling, 4-star edge rusher Larry West, 4-star defensive tackle Larry Prince, and then this past week we got a commitment from our 3-star punter TJ Banks out of Tampa, Florida. 6'1", 218, ranked number 7 among all punters, number 846 nationally among all prospects. For Malik Doss, we have fallen behind Tulane, which sucks. We might actually lose this guy to Tulane because they had a visit last week. DeMarcus Ezekiel, we're in first place ahead of Boise State and USC. We just got to ride that one out. Should get a commitment this week from Cooper Kaxer. Jaden Ty, we're still in the battle with Penn State. Willie Incombe, we are still locked out for playing style because apparently we don't pass it enough. It's so stupid. Dylan Temple, we've got a lead over Florida. Should get a commitment this week or next. And then for Quinn Vick, we're in the lead in top 5. We've got the right pitch with Jim Rat. We just got to try to ride it out. Let's jump into the game. So we are, as always, using my custom playbooks, offense and defense. Neither one is cheese or glitch. They are both up for download, although I do need to upload the updated defensive one. But it's Skull Blue for offense, D Skull Blue for defense. The offense is just my personal preference of play style. It's mostly pro style plus air raid with a sprinkling of spread. And then the defense is my attempt to get the amoeba defense into the game.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad
Nasty ass program.
The Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports.
I guess we should also look at their depth chart real quick. We'll just glance through it. Alright, so their starting quarterback is senior Stone Saunders, a pocket passer. Wow, do they have Chase Herbstreit? I made him transfer from our team and he went to Ohio State. What? Wow, he went to Ohio State? Wow. That's fucked up. Okay. For us, our quarterback is David Chosen. Our starting running back is going to be Steve Hayes. Dakota Francis will be our power back. Terrell Carrion will be our third down back. For Ohio State, Gage Stacy is their sophomore starting running back, along with Jason Hatchett, their backup. And then Keontae Hill is their third string back. Fullback, they've got a tight end filling that role, Nate Roberts. For us, we've got an actual fullback, Kevin Trout. Wide receivers. Our wide receiver 1 and slot receiver, Dante Ahmad. Matt Combs, Keelan Adams, and then Andre Nadi will be our slot receiver 2. For Ohio State, they've got Marcus Pack, a senior route artist. Bodpig Miller, a 6'3", 209 speedster senior. Martin Shaw, a sophomore speedster. Jamie Mix, a sophomore speedster. And Ray Biggums, a freshman speedster. Tight end, they've got Gavin Hoffman, a senior, and Nate Roberts, another senior. For us, Larry Mock is going to be the starting tight end, along with Vinny Van Buren. Offensive line, at left tackle, we've got Mario Nunez. Left guard, Avery Gash. Center, Caden Strayhorn. Right guard, Jose Shields. And right tackle, Lamont Rogers. For Ohio State, they're looking at left tackle Freddie Hatchett, left guard Cameron Gossett, center Vinny DeLuca, right guard Eduardo Iglesias, and right tackle Michael Roski. On the defensive line, left edge they've got power edge Travis Buhak, right edge a power rusher Caleb Williams. Defensive interior, Jarquez Carter and Maxwell Roy. For Michigan, at left edge, we've got Ramon Corliss. Right edge, Nick Soles. Defensive tackles, Romeo Sauer and Mello LaRoque. Linebackers, starting Sam linebacker, Colin Callaway. Mike linebacker, Oscar Cashman. Will linebacker, D'Angelo Regis. For Ohio State, Will linebacker J.R. Breeze, Mike linebacker Taylor Trout, and Sam linebacker is going to be Carter Durbin. In the defensive backfield, they've got cornerback 1 Melvin Kamara, cornerback 2 is Trent Truman, and Joe Worrellow is their third corner. Free safety Deshaun Stewart, a senior, and then strong safety, a senior, Cody Haddad. For us, we've been looking at cornerbacks John Brown and Vernon Nordine, along with Jabari Armour and Evan Ekier. Free safeties Ron Reese and Terrell Pilgrim. Strong safeties Reggie Gideon and Avery Rugamba. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start the sim. Alright guys, enjoy the game. I'll be back towards the end of it.
Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. Those winged helmets flew up and down the field as Michigan won in a blowout last season.
It was a beatdown, and the team up north did some spanking to the team down south. And this was already talked about. This is already a rivalry that can get bragging rights. But when it's a one-sided beatdown, and you're Ohio State, and you had a year to simmer on this, you better respond.
Ohio State got spanked by giant paddles, too. I mean, that was all over the place. And I'll tell you, Michigan, they came out on fire offensively. Explosive plays. They put their speed on display. They're going to try and do that again this game.
On the run, it's Hayes. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Unleashes one. Got a man. It's Combs. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Combs. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be... There he goes! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Saunders. Caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Huffman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off-play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. Oh, what a move. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They're going back to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. They want to run it left here. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Wolverines had tough field position possession to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Yaw. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. To throw, it's Saunders. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hatchett. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Hatchett. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On the snap, it's Hatchett. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. That's caught. It's carry on. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Saunders. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Saunders. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this mean was hit. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On a little time, lets it go. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking for room. It's Hayes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Saunders. Finds his target down the middle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's carry on. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This is a designed run. Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the 2nd half. I've loved the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Back to pass, it's Saunders. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Going to run it. It's Francis. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Back to throw, it's Saunders. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Buckeyes have put themselves.
And I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Had to take care of a few things, but so we have 5 minutes left in the game. Michigan up 28-14 over the Buckeyes. Buckeyes driving. 3rd and 12 now from their own 37 after that incomplete pass. Shotgun for Saunders. 3 receivers. High snap. Hits over the middle. Almost intercepted, but it's knocked out by the defender. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 12. 4 receiver set. Shotgun Buckeyes.
When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that.
Over the middle. Caught. 1st down across midfield. Tackled at the opponent's 42-yard line. Gavin Hoffman, the tight end. And it's a new set of downs for the Buckeyes. They're in the hurry-up now. They still got all 3 timeouts. 4 receiver set. Shotgun. Receiver goes in motion from right to left. Drops back to throw. Fires right. Caught. No. It's knocked out. Incomplete. Colin Callaway on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Shotgun slot. Wait a minute. Change the play. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fires deep down the right side, and it's knocked down incomplete. 3rd and 10, Buckeyes. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 2 wide right, 1 left, 1 tight end in line. Single tailback. Direct snap to the running back, runs right side. Met at the 34-yard line, taken down 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right, including the tight end. Drops back to throw. Over the middle, it's caught. 1st down at the 20, gets across the 15, down at the 10-yard line. Stone Saunders with the 1st down throw, and it's 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line for basically 1st and goal. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle into the end zone, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Shotgun, 3 receivers. Hands it off to the running back up the middle. Met at the line. Falls forward to the 9. 3rd and 9 from the 9-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Drop back to throw. Trying to buy time over the middle. And it's knocked down, incomplete. 4th and 9. This is it. This is the game right here. They either score or they turn it over. Shotgun, 4 receivers. Blitz by Michigan. Steps up. Back corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted off of the tip. Michigan with the interception turns it over. 3 minutes left in the game and a 2-score lead. Kneeled it down in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And now he's going to get some turnover buffs. Steve Moen, the edge rusher, dropped back into coverage, and off of the tipped pass, he catches it, and it's an interception in the end zone.
They missed an opportunity to
Shotgun, 4 receivers. Chosen back, no, direct snap to Francis. Francis running left, met in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Ohio State uses their first timeout.
I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football.
Shotgun,
back. Now
4 receivers.
Nice
direct snap again to the running back, running right side. He's got some room. Francis up the right sideline, across the 40, the 30, the 20. He's caught down at the 15-yard line. Huge run by Dakota Francis, and it's 1st and 10 Michigan from the 15-yard line in the red zone. Power I formation, runs it to the counter side. Dakota Francis again. Stopped for a 1-yard loss. Timeout called by the Buckeyes. Did Hayes get injured while I was gone? That's what it seems like.
Looking to fire.
Quick pass over the middle, caught Larry Mock at the 10-yard line, taken down at the 9. 3rd and 4. If we've lost Steve Hayes to an injury, that could spell doom for our season. Because he's our electric starting running back. We don't have the depth on this team to keep dealing with injuries. We already got Paul Hicks out for the rest of the season with that torn pectoral. Shotgun. Hands it, no, play action. Under pressure, tries to step up in the pocket and is taken down for a sack. It's going to be 4th and 8 from the 13-yard line.
Tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Chosen tried to thread the needle there between the defensive tackles and not able to get past them. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Michigan's going to send out Otis Beck for the kick. This will be a 30-yard kick, and it's good. Michigan up by 17 with 2 minutes left to go in the game.
What's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by a field goal over Oregon.
Kickoff taken in the end zone.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Goes back to throw. Fires left side. Caught on the boundary. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 stacked wide to either side. Quick pass on the screen to the left side. It's caught, but he's met in the backfield for a loss of 2 at 3rd and 8. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Prospect to throw. Under pressure, pocket collapsing. He fires deep down the right side. Double coverage, and it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can.
Nice minute and a half left in the game, and following the extra point, the Buckeyes will still be down by 10. They'll have to kick an onside kick, get it back, get another quick score, and then get it back again.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike.
All right, here's the onside kick.
It
It bounces, and it's recovered by Michigan. He's down at the 47-yard line. And they're just going to kneel it out. Ohio State has no more timeouts. Michigan will complete their 12-0 undefeated season with a win over their rival, 31-21.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag.
David Chosen, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's look at the stats for the game. Michigan had 21 first downs to Ohio State's 17. Total offense, 386 to Ohio State's 342. Ohio State ran 60 plays to Michigan's 55. But Michigan averaged 7 yards per play to Ohio State's 5.7. Run game, Michigan ran it 34 times for 221 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an average of 6.5 yards per carry. Ohio State ran it 25 times for 62 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2.5 yard average. The passing game, Michigan was 18 of 21 for 165 yards. Ohio State 23 of 35 for 280 yards, 1 touchdown. Average of 8 yards per pass to Michigan 7.9. Third down conversion percentage, Michigan at 55%, Ohio State at 38%. Fourth down conversion, Michigan didn't attempt any. Ohio State attempted 4, made 3 for 75%. Red zone percentage, Michigan 100% on 5 trips, Ohio State 50% on 2. Turnovers, Michigan didn't have any turnovers. Ohio State had 1 fumble lost and 1 interception thrown. Punt return yards, Michigan 29, Ohio State 6. Kick return yards, Ohio State 84, Michigan 50. Total yards in the game, 465 for Michigan to 432 for Ohio State. Punt yardage, Ohio State an average of 45.5, Michigan 37. Penalties, Michigan had the only penalty in the game for 15 yards. Time of possession was almost even, Michigan 24 minutes and 14 seconds, Ohio State 23 minutes and 46 seconds. Individual player stats for the Wolverines. David Chosen, 18 of 21 for 165 yards, no touchdowns, a 151.7 passer rating, and 85% completion percentage. Run game, Dakota Francis, 12 carries, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Steve Hayes, 11 carries, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. David Chosen carried it 8 times for a net total of 9 yards, including sack loss, yardage loss. But he got 2 touchdowns on the ground. Terrell Carrion, 3 carries, 16 yards. In the receiving game today, Larry Mock, 3 for 16. Andre Nadi, 3 for 19. Matt Combs, 3 for 39. Dante Ahmad, 2 for 40. Terrell Carrion, 2 for 12. Keelan Adams, 2 for 12. Kevin Trout, 1 for 5. Vinny Van Buren, 1 for 15. And Steve Hayes, 1 for 7. Blocking, we had 2 sacks that were given up, one by the running back Dakota Francis, one by the right guard Jose Shields. Only one offensive lineman had double-digit pancakes today, and that was Lamont Rogers with 15. On the defensive side, our tackles leader Reggie Gideon with 13, TFL's leader Nick Soles with 3. Sacks, we had 1 apiece for Brian Colombo, Nick Soles, and John Brown. Interception, the one in the game was Steve Mullen. PBUs led by Colin Callaway with 3. In kicking, Otis Beck was 1 for 1 from the field for 30 and 4 for 4 extra points. Punting, Caleb Berryman punted 3 times for 111 yards, an average of 37 yards. Kick return, Steve Hayes 3 for 50. Andre Nadi had 1 but no yardage. Punt return, Steve Hayes 2 for 18. Sammy Moore 2 for 11. Alright, let's back out. We will advance this week, and I believe we'll advance the next week as well to get to the conference championship. And we'll see what transpires and changes over those 2 advances. Alright, so we got a commitment from Cooper Kaxer, the 5-star wide receiver from San Saba, Texas. 4-star tight end Dylan Temple out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And we were able to initiate a recruiting battle for Malik Doss, so that actually bodes well for us. Alright, we'll be playing Oregon in the Big Ten Championship. But we've somehow dropped to number 5, though we've stayed undefeated. Alright, so Cooper Kaxer, a 5'9", 186-pound route artist wide receiver, 5-star, out of San Saba, Texas, ranked number 2 among all wide receivers, number 7 nationally among all prospects, committed to Michigan over Baylor and Texas A&M. Full disclosure, he'll probably end up playing running back for us. And then we got a commitment from 4-star tight end Dylan Temple out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And full disclosure, he'll probably end up playing fullback for us. I'm not sure. We'll see. But Dylan Temple, 6'5", 207, ranked number 2 among all tight ends and number 54 nationally. All right, Malik Doss. We are in a recruiting battle now, and we should be able to overtake Tulane. It was always their visit that was the most dangerous to us, but we were able to initiate the recruiting battle, so I would expect to be able to overtake them at some point. DeMarcus Ezekiel, we've increased our lead over Boise State and USC. We just got to keep going there. Still in the recruiting battle for Jaden Ty with Penn State. Still locked out for playing style with Willie Incombe. Quinn Vick, we're in first place, top 3, with a small lead over Clemson and Tulane. Alright, let's advance to the conference championships. Alright. So, the top 25 going into conference championship week. 1, Clemson. 2, Ole Miss. 3, Pitt. 4, Miami. We somehow got leaped by another team with a loss, Miami. Even though they didn't play anybody this week. So, I don't know. We'll see. We're at number 5. Mizzou is the number 6. Notre Dame 7. Oregon 8. BYU 9. Wisconsin 10. Boise State 11, Georgia 12, Baylor 13, SMU 14, USC 15, Tennessee 16, UCLA 17, Oklahoma State 18, Tulane is number 19, Navy moved in from unranked to 20, Oregon State from unranked to 21, Louisiana unranked to 22, UConn dropped from 17 to 23, and then Missouri State at 24, and Army at 25 were both unranked last week. Alright guys, that's going to be the episode. Make sure to tune in next time for the Big Ten Championship between number 5, 12-0 Michigan taking on number 8, 11-1 Oregon Ducks. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, hit the notification bell, let me know your thoughts. Follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. Please check out the GoFundMe link. It's in the YouTube bio page. It's also linked at the top of my X profile at Kinetic615. Feel free to shoot me a message on X. Just be respectful. I'll try to answer back. And until next time, guys, as always, for me, it's Skull Vikes and Go Blue. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.